So on Wednesday we got a new Starfield Constellation Q&A video, and they confirmed something pretty big. Something happened to Earth. You see, in this Q&A video, Will Shen, the lead quest designer for Starfield, for those of you who don't know, confirmed that we will at some point be sent on a quest to figure out, quote, what happened to Earth. And that's exactly what I want to discuss today. What did happen to Earth? A lot of people still believe that we will be able to visit Earth, but I have to disagree. I mean, sure, it's possible, it's definitely possible. I just think that Will confirming a quest where we need to find out what happened to it pretty much hints that we won't be able to go to Earth. So what happened to it? Let's discuss. There are a good number of things that Bethesda could have done here, obviously. First being making Earth a wasteland. We've spoken about all of this recently. I just a few weeks ago made a video, maybe a month ago, about Earth in Starfield, but I think that we should discuss it again now that we do have a little bit of more information on Earth. Really quickly, I just want to say there has been a lot of talk about whether or not Starfield is set in the Fallout universe. I'm not sure why, but it was confirmed by Todd Howard himself that no, Starfield is set in its own universe, and it isn't connected to the Fallout universe at all. But with that said, Earth could still be a wasteland stuck in a Fallout, just maybe not one created by atomic war. Earth could just be a giant trash heap, like in the movie WALL-E, for example. Maybe Earth is just straight up abandoned, and it's sort of a jungle wasteland. Nature took over when the humans left, and now it's impossible to land anywhere because there's just so many trees and greenery and stuff like that. So having Earth be any kind of wasteland is definitely possible. Now, before the Starfield showcase, I had actually theorised that dinosaurs sort of came back and now it's too dangerous to land on Earth. But we can clearly see in the Starfield showcase that we have some kind of dinosaurs on other planets, so we know that that's not the case because we would just be able to go back to Earth and fight them. Although, we could say that Earth is now inhabited by a new species of dinosaur-like creatures and they've just destroyed everything, and then we could land there and it would just be like an empty space like the other planets. But again, I don't think that Bethesda will do that. And one of the ideas I've thought for a while, which I actually really like, not to toot my own horn, is that Earth settlers hate space exploration. Imagine a cult of people who disagreed with humans leaving Earth in the first place, maybe because of religious beliefs or something like that. So they stayed while all of the other humans left, and now there's just a whole line of generations that believe in the same stuff. So if you try and visit Earth, maybe they attack you or warn you not to come into Earth's atmosphere, or they'll blow up your ship or something like that. This is just an idea. I don't actually think that Bethesda will do this, but it is an idea that I really like nonetheless. In my opinion, there is just a very, very small chance that we even can land on Earth, which I know a lot of people are expecting, but all I want to say is keep your expectations low, okay? Bethesda aren't going to recreate all of Earth, which, yes, I've seen some people speculate that they will. No, they won't. So even if we can land on Earth, it will likely be a very, very small part of it. Like one small town, which we can't leave, which we obviously have speculated about before. I just think that that's another potential way Bethesda will handle Earth. But like I said at the start of the video, there is a whole lot that could have happened to Earth. Earth being surrounded by space junk is another option that Bethesda have, and a quite realistic option. Maybe we could land there, but the atmosphere is just so covered in junk that it's impossible to get through. I've seen some people speculate that maybe our sun exploded, destroying Earth, which led to humans leaving Earth before the sun exploded in the first place. But we know that that didn't happen because if our sun exploded, Mars would get destroyed too, and it was confirmed in this same Q&A video that we can land on and explore Mars, and that Mars even has a small town or city on it, which was one of the first colonies that humans ever built, which makes sense. So I don't think our sun exploding is really an option here. Going back to nature taking back Earth, because I do really like that idea, a massive flood that destroyed Earth is yet another option Bethesda have that I think they could do really well, and this could also potentially allow us to explore Earth. Again, just not all of it. Maybe Earth's oceans flooded everywhere and there's just one very small piece of land that survived, that has some settlers on it which they've managed to survive on for all of these years, which we can explore. Who knows? Again, I don't think that we're going to be able to explore or even land on Earth. But hey, I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong about some Starfield stuff before. Maybe Earth just went into a giant riot of Bethesda fans when we hit the 2-decade mark of waiting for the Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, anything is a possibility. Obviously I'm joking about the Elder Scrolls 6 thing, they're not going to do that, but it is possible that the settlers of Earth did go into a massive riot to stop a corpo takeover or corpo greed, and now it's just a free-for-all land filled with no laws or something like that. Again, it's possible, but I doubt it for one main reason. Bethesda have confirmed that Aurora, the drug from Neon, is only legal on Neon, so if Earth was a land without laws, so to speak, Aurora would be allowed there. Another possibility which I didn't think of, and I'm actually stealing from you guys on our Discord, is that Earth is overpopulated, and they know that the conditions of Earth are really bad compared to the rest of the settled systems, meaning they can't allow anybody to return to Earth once they choose to leave. This also makes me think of maybe a virus like COVID, but like 100 times worse, for example. So imagine another pandemic struck out on Earth, but the rest of the galaxy was safe from it. So now Earth is just one massive isolation zone where nobody can come in or out. Maybe it's been that way for hundreds of years and we've lost contact with the citizens of Earth years ago, and we, the player, have to figure out whether or not there's any survivors without actually going to the planet's atmosphere. I actually really like that idea, again, not to toot my own horn. In my opinion, one of the best theories I heard in the comments of my last video on this topic was left by Richard Q, who said, "I think the best guess I've heard so far for how Earth could be unvisitable is the Kelper syndrome, that there are so many tiny bits of shrapnel orbiting Earth that it would be like flying through billions of high-speed bullets." I really like this idea, credit to Richard Q again. I think the only problem with a lot of these theories, even ones of my own, is that we would know this, would we not? Like, okay, so say Earth was flooded like we spoke about earlier, wouldn't that be common knowledge throughout the entire settled systems? Like, why would we not know this? And that's why it's so hard to do these speculation types of videos, because there's really a million different things that Bethesda could do, and our only real answer is to shut up and wait for the game to release. That is pretty much my thoughts though. Those are all of the best theories I've heard or can come up with myself, so let me know in the comments below what you think happened to Earth. You know I love hearing all of your theories. I really hope that Bethesda does represent Earth in some way. It would be awesome to land there. I just don't think that we will be able to. I guess I'm just trying to keep my expectations low. But anyway, drop the video a like for me if you haven't already. And hey, if you're new around here and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on Starfield news, leaks, discussions, speculation, and so much other Starfield or Bethesda focused content, this is the place for you because I cover absolutely all of it over here. So consider subscribing and I'd really appreciate the support. And if you're looking for a more interactive place, not just to talk about Starfield, but video games in general, amongst other things, our Discord is currently open. You can join through the invite link in either the description or the pinned comment below. But as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.